Hello, my name is Terry Spencer, and today we're going to take a few minutes to learn about the School Choice Health and Retirement Program that was launched earlier this year. We're going to provide you with an overview of the program and let you know how you can use your school choice dollars in the program. I'm joined by Peter Benz. He's the Director of Investments at Infinity Benefit Solutions. How are you doing, Peter?
Doing great, Terry. How are you?
I am good, thank you. So let's just jump right in. Who is Infinity Benefit Solutions, and what's your relationship to school choice?
Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, Infinity Benefit Solutions is a local health and retirement plan brokerage here in Milwaukee. And what that means is we work with closely held businesses and nonprofit organizations to help them evaluate and implement their benefit programs. For over 40 years, we've really focused on the community and building these relationships. And some of our oldest clients are private schools. And we really understand the challenges that you face when it comes to offering your benefits. And for private schools, the benefits that you face being competitive with the public sector. And so we've been lucky enough to have the opportunity to work very closely with the administrators within School Choice Wisconsin to develop a benefit package that is intentionally designed to help compete with some of these other benefit programs that are out there. And really the way it works is we are pooling all of your resources and basically all of the employees at your school with all the other School Choice Wisconsin participating schools and get you access to a benefit package that reflects more of what's available to the group as a whole versus what any one school would have available on their own.
Okay, so this program is years in the making to roll this out to our schools. What other partners are working with it?
Well, part of the program, or part of the process, I suppose, was to evaluate which health and retirement providers would be a great fit and a good partner for this program. And after a bunch of extensive work, we arrived at United Healthcare as the perfect partner to deliver the health component of the program. And Nationwide Financial is our partner for the 401k and 403b retirement plan program.
Okay, so there are 300 plus schools currently in the school choice program. Some very large, some very small. Some of the larger ones participate in groups like the Archdiocese or a Wells Viva program or just other programs that provide what sounds like a similar service. How does what this program does compare or contrast to that?
Well, that's a great question. Really, there are a lot of similarities to some of those larger programs, like say a diocese program or the Wells Viva, because they follow that same model where you're leveraging the group as a whole to get every individual member the best possible benefits. And it's a lot of those same economic forces that are at work here. And what we're trying to accomplish is provide those schools that already have access to that particular type of program an alternative so that they have something else to evaluate year over year to determine whether or not they really have the best possible benefits for their employees. Because what we have found is that in many instances, the diocese or the Wells Viva plans or similar types of group structures actually are the best fit for the individual school. And that is good information, and that's something that's important to know. But there's also been many instances where the school choice program has actually saved a significant amount of money relative to those other programs. And it's great to have this extra option available for you to evaluate. And it's one that you can evaluate not just now, but over years to come, because our program will continue to get more efficient, drive down costs, and layer in additional services as we go. And we're excited to be able to provide access to that as an alternative to some of these other larger programs that are out there.
Now, have you had schools in these larger programs opt out of that and choose school choice?
Yes, and really I think there's a common misconception out there that you can't leave some of those larger programs, or certainly there's an expectation that if you do, you can't get back in, and that's just simply not true. What we want to provide is easy access to the tools and resources to evaluate these programs so that the school is empowered to make the best possible choice and know that they're putting the best benefits in front of their staff.
Okay, so that brings up a great point. 2020 is a crazy year. Every year is a crazy year, but 2020 especially has been a crazy year.
I would agree.
Okay. what kind of time and work will be put on administrators to give you the information to do that comparison and that evaluation?
Oh, that's a really, really good question. Given our background and our history working with nonprofit organizations and private schools in particular, we know how valuable your time is. We know how stretched you get with all the different things that are on your plate. And so we've been very intentional in building in as many efficiencies with regards to evaluating this program. And a great example of that is we actually serve on the health care program as what's called a general agent. What that means is we were tasked with developing and implementing this benefit program, but we do not replace the actual health brokers that work with the individual schools to help with the evaluation of their plan design and the implementation of their open enrollment and so forth. So the upshot for you as the plan administrator is you actually just need to get us in contact with your existing broker relationships, and we work directly with them to evaluate the program, answer any questions they may have, and it's that existing relationship that you have that will report back whether or not it's a good fit or a bad fit relative to the other things available to you. If you do not have a broker, and I recognize many of you may not, we can serve as Infinity as both the general agent and as your direct broker. We would need a little bit of information in order to get a proposal and to put together an analysis for you, but it's fairly minimal, and the majority of the work is really being done by our team, so that we're mindful of you and your time and really doing everything we can to work behind the scenes and then report back our findings to make it as easy and as simple a process as possible.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Before we jump over to the retirement and take a few minutes, let's recap what you told me. So, new program, years in the making, designed to reduce costs.
Yes?
I can use school choice dollars in the program.
Yes, without question, you can put the school choice dollars towards the cost for administrative services such as benefits or even the cost of the benefits themselves. Something that many schools are unaware of, and without question, it is an avenue available to each and every one of you.
Most schools and corporations, as a good practice, evaluate their benefits annually. So this could be that evaluation for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that you see maybe in the corporate space a little bit more than the nonprofit space, but there really is there's this fiduciary expectation that you take on when you offer benefits. And part of that fiduciary expectation that you're going to provide the best possible benefit at the lowest possible cost to your staff and to your employees. And what we are doing is providing a very simple and efficient platform to do that analysis so you can have the peace of mind to know that you are implementing the best possible program and benefits package for your staff.
Okay. We talked about the large schools, or schools that might be in a large program. What about a smaller school that may not have benefits or may not be part of a larger group? Can you help them?
Well, absolutely, and we want to help them. This was not a program that was designed just to benefit the biggest private schools that participate in school choice. This is a program that was designed to benefit every school that participates in school choice. So if you have never offered a benefit before, or you've only offered some benefits and you'd like to expand that offering, we have the tools and the resources to help you evaluate the costs, the benefits, and make sure that that is implemented in as simple, effective, and efficient way as possible.
And when we say benefits, we're talking medical, dental, vision?
Well, that's a great question. Most people get hung up talking primarily on the medical, major medical plan, and without question, that's the most expensive benefit, so it deserves a lion's share of your attention. We did not, in the implementation of this program, though, lose sight of all these other benefits. So you can layer into the program access to other benefits such as vision, dental, disability, and when it's all said and done, our goal is to never take anything away from you or from your staff. It is to complement or enhance the benefits that you offer, and the goal is to arrive at a spot where you are offering the most competitive benefit package possible to help attract key people, to retain the teachers that you want, and to be competitive with the public sector.
Okay, great. Let's take our last few minutes to talk about the retirement plan. How's that different? You said Nationwide was a part of it?
Correct. So Nationwide Financial is the 401k or 403b provider that we would leverage for the implementation of the retirement plan. It follows much the same structure. You're pooling all of your resources together so that each individual school gets access to a plan that's priced out based more on the group as a whole versus just the individual demographics of your school. What that results in is significant cost savings relative to what it would cost to implement the same retirement plan outside of the school choice program. So it's an immediate cost savings and one that will get even more substantial over time as more schools sign up and as more dollars are added to the larger school choice retirement program.
Now, I assume it's the same, if we already have a retirement program, you would evaluate that for us?
Yes, so it is important to know that the decisions that you're making or that the changes that you implement are going to be in the best interest of your staff and of your teachers. And we will help assist in that evaluation. It is a little different than the health program due to some of the regulations and the restrictions with regard to investments. And 401ks and 403bs are an investment-related benefit. We're not able to actually support an existing broker relationship that you may have. So we would have to serve as an advisor long-term. But we found that actually for many schools that is an enhancement over what they had available previously.
Okay, so let's bring this home. We went over the plan. What's the next step for a school?
Well, our contact information here at Infinity Benefit Solutions is going to be included in the message that goes out with a link to this video. So if you are sure this is something you'd like to pursue and you want to get an evaluation done right away, please contact us directly. We will evaluate what the appropriate next steps are and make sure that we streamline the process as much as possible. If down the road you determine that it's a better time to evaluate this and you maybe can't find our contact information, I want to stress this was a program we developed in conjunction with Carol and everyone else at School Choice. So you could contact School Choice directly as well. Let them know that you're interested in exploring the health or retirement plan program, and they will get you in contact with our team. And finally, you could just contact your broker directly. We've made extensive outreach to all of the health brokers around the state. If you are interested in getting a proposal or getting a quote to evaluate the merits of this program, contact your broker directly and they will know where to go to get that information for you. So we very much appreciate your time and your attention to this. We are really committed to doing everything we can to help support you, your teachers, and make sure that the benefits you offer are the best possible and allow you to keep and retain and attract those teachers that you want and need. So thank you so much. It's been great talking with you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, Terry.